Hello, everybody, and welcome to Saints Rocket League. My name is Jackson Pride Brown here tonight, and I am joined by Nicholas Kermit Meloche. We have an absolute banger of a matchup coming your way: St. Clair versus Ottawa and the NECC. How are you feeling about this matchup here tonight, Nicholas?
Oh man, I'm excited for this. This again. Last time we versed them in the OCRS Week 2, in the summer series, our green team did sweep them 3-0, but they were very close games. They were only 1-goal games, so I think with the offensive pressure from the Saints and how aggressive they are, it could backfire on them. And if University of Ottawa, keeps up their defense, I think they could score a few goals.
Yes, the St. Clair Saints gold roster currently on a massive roll here past this whole summer series. They have been phenomenal. Their chemistry has been so strong. As we are casting the Saints gold roster here tonight, I'd just like to highlight on that one quick. But the chemistry has been so phenomenal between these guys, and you see it get better and better every single day. So the St. Clair Saints coming through with an OCRS championship, placing top 4 in the CCA summer series, and then placing top 3 in AVGL. I mean, I just have them as such a dominant powerhouse in this collegiate Rocket League scene here right now. And it's going to be tough for U of Ottawa, but I'd like to stay, keeping it 1-goal games, maybe seeing a game 4, game 5, something along those lines. I'd love to see U Ottawa put up a great fight here tonight.
Yeah, I would like to see it go the distance, game 5, maybe game 4. I would rather that than a sweep, but as long as we get good Rocket League and like you said, University of Ottawa, they have to play great defense. I think that's the key to winning this game is you play good defense, and I mean they can sneak out with a win. But Saints Gold, you have Spoods, J, Comp. That's definitely a squad that it's their chemistry is out of this world on another level. So good luck to both teams tonight.
Yeah, as you were saying there with them playing defense, I'd love to see them play some great defense as always. But the thing is, you got to be really concerned when you're playing defense as well about this Saints offense. You do not want to let them get too much control over this game to the point where they are just sitting in your zone, firing shots off at you like no tomorrow. You do not want several shots coming your way consistently. You at least have to fight back, clear that ball, and that's what I'm really looking for in this U Ottawa roster. Getting those clears and then making plays off of it, that is a big thing. Yes, they're going to be forced to play very strong defense just with how this Saints roster is. So it's really going to come down to clearing that ball and turning those defensive plays into an offensive play. Very, very excited to see how they can do in that department.
Yeah, and again, going back on the transition from defense to offense, especially for Ottawa, is ball contact. You definitely need to make that ball. You need to make good contact and make sure you clear it out of the zone and not just to like midfield, because we've seen Saints, once they get towards midfield and catch the ball in midfield up in the air, it's normally over. And it's Saints are definitely good in the air, so aerial goals are going to be something else.
Yeah, for sure. So very, very excited here, as I was saying. But it is just a preseason matchup, so players still getting in the groove of things. I know there's a lot of teams that actually didn't play in these summer leagues. So this preseason very important for all of Collegiate Rocket League as of right now. And for the Saints, this is just more experience to add on to the pile. They've been doing a great job here throughout this matchup so far. And I'd only expect them to continue to do so. As you guys can see here, we are in an in-person environment. Lovely.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be in this in-person environment. And you guys see the players right above our cameras here right now. You see me and Nick here, both in person and able to cast beside each other, hence the masks, etc., etc. But that environment, I am very, very excited to see how that affects this St. Clair roster.
Oh yeah, this is a whole other thing. Being in person with the coach and the other teammates, that's going to make the chemistry even better, even stronger. So moving on in the season, it's definitely going to be a whole lot better for the Saints and every other team in the leagues that we are in. So I'm excited for it. And it's, in person is definitely better than online. So it's something else.
Yeah, just touching on one of the things you said there at the beginning of, when we just hopped in here and started talking about this pregame. 5-3 in OCRS was U Ottawa's Garnett's record. So they're definitely not near, they're definitely towards that mid-spectrum of Collegiate Rocket League, right? I mean, it's right there in the middle, and that's the thing. Those are the teams that you see really come out and surprise people when they come through and they are just having a really good night. They're all feeling really good about the matchup, and the chemistry's on point. That's what I'd be worried about seeing from U Ottawa here tonight. But nonetheless, I mean, we should be just momentarily away from getting this game started here. Just a few seconds, a few minutes, whatever it may be. Just everything getting set up and in the works here. You know, a lot more going into it with us being in person here tonight. And, you know, as I was saying that, like, it's just such a different environment and such a different play for these players, because it's not even just the chemistry between these players, right? You have all of these new peripherals or whatnot, new monitor, new chair, new like room that you're playing in. That takes a little bit to get adjusted to. So I have seen these players in the Nest and stuff, whatnot. That's what you can see on the camera there. First player there going to be Comp. So as a quick rundown on the rosters, actually, I guess we can do that here right now.
Yep.
Yeah, so for the St. Clair Saints gold roster, we got, you know, the typical three, Comp, Jay, and Spoods, and we actually have Tyler Fusion Bellavance here, going to be in the substitute position. And I think the game, we're hearing a bit of audio in our headsets here about this game, so we should be just around the corner. And here we are. We're getting the game intro. Very, very excited. And over there, Kermit. So how are you feeling about this roster from the side of Ottawa? If you want to give a brief rundown on their roster, the players, and whatnot here moving forward, go ahead.
Yeah, I personally talked to Fabian Leff, which is a roster change from when we versed them earlier in the OCRS season. I've talked to him. He's the coach thing-ish. I don't know how they work things over there, but they haven't done much they haven't played in many leagues like we have throughout the summer. But going again, Jay Chan, Hexkey, and Fabian Leff, definitely a good team. I'm excited to see how their team changes with Fabian in there, as that is a huge difference, because I think one of the issues from before was Coat giving up a few goals that did lose them in a game, the second game, I believe it was, in that series. So maybe it's a huge difference, but again, their chemistry is just like the Saints, huge. They have a lot of chemistry, so moving into this, it's going to be something else.
Yeah, see those teams right now joining their forces, and that means we are 3 seconds away from kickoff. Let's get things going here. Kermit, your St. Clair Saints versus U of Ottawa. Getting things started here now. It will be the Saints in the blue, and they are taking this early onto the offense as per usual. They are looking for an early goal and taking advantage, and you know, just getting a favor for them here in this matchup. But yeah, as of now, I mean, I'm ready to see the Saints back in action. Not in the Summer League anymore, but in a semester. Let's go. School's back, baby.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, it's in a semester and in person. This is awesome. We're not in the same room as them, but we are a classroom over, and, you know, I'm perfectly fine with that. And, I mean, both teams right now, each having their chance. University of Ottawa, they're definitely looking a little bit better than before, and, you know, committing to stuff that they had issues with earlier. So moving again, if they can keep committing 100% commitment, this could turn out to be a really good game for them.
Yeah, see Claude there going for one of those clears we were talking about in that pregame. He hit the ball hard, but that's the thing. The Saints are there to play off of it. So Spoods going to get a really nice shot, but Jay Chan going to be there with the save. Spoods are keeping this offensive pressure on. This is exactly what I was talking about here momentarily too during that pregame as well. Ottawa has to take advantage of their opportunities. That was a good one there, but it was a 1-on-2. Those are hard to win. And now you're putting Comp in a position where he is very available to score. And he does just that. He will find a goal there. Put Saints up 1-0 here. Now with 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining on the clock, the Saints have put themselves in a beautiful position to just carry on this momentum that they gained here early in this matchup.
Like I said, if you let the Saints have the aerial ball, they will put it away, and just like that, Saints are up 1-0, and I mean, they're going to have another chance here, but a big save there by Claude to keep it a one-goal game, and they're going to change momentum, try to get something here, but not quite. Comp's there, make the save.
Yeah, that's big. You know, the St. Clair Saints are shutting off the backboard. That is absolutely massive. We've said all summer about how that backboard being a fourth player, and here we are now seeing them play a little bit more defense on it. So that's what I like to see here coming out from the Saints. As for U of Ottawa, they've played fairly good defense so far. I mean, Saints have racked up a lot of shots, but I mean, that was a very close little off angle there. But yeah, as I was saying, Saints have racked up a lot of shots already. And for the side of U Ottawa, I mean, they're defending them, but sometimes that's not always good. You want to see more of this ball out of their zone. They need more time in possession. That is what's big here, but the Saints are just not allowing that to come through.
Jay Chan with a huge save as Comp was trying to find the double tap, and Saints have a pressure. They're going to get a shot here, but Hexkey with a massive save to keep this a one-goal game, and they need to get the ball out of Ottawa needs to get the ball out of their end and try to get something started. They need the pressure.
Yeah, well, they got it right now. Can they keep it, though? That's the question. Comp goes for a 50-50. The ball kind of stays stale, and Spood's now going to be the man to take that one. Jay following up the three-man weave from the Saints is coming through. They are looking to play a play here now. They're centering the ball, but not going to work out in their favor. Spood's looking to make a play off the contact, but this is a great opportunity for the side of you, Ottawa, but it doesn't look like it's going to go. Your St. Clair Saints still going to be sitting here, putting this one back onto the offense, and it's going to be Claude, though, really putting the pressure on. You, Ottawa, really looking like they've come alive here in the last minute and a half or so.
That's going to be a shot on goal.
And that's a goal. Wow, Hexy going to find a great opening there in that net. Kind of just slid right in between. I mean, he had like a tiny slot to fit that through, and he fit it through. Look at that cross. He had both players coming through, and he hit that ball right in the right spot. That'll be you, Ottawa, tying things up here, Kermit. How are you feeling about now 2 minutes away, and it's a tie game?
That was a great 50-50 by Hexkey, or not Hexkey, Claude, to get the offensive goal pressure, and the offensive pressure that eventually led to the goal. As I say that, Spoods is going to go bar down and give Saints the lead again. 2-1, just under 2 minutes left.
Wow. Spoods coming in here out of nowhere. And that's the thing. All these shots that the Saints have had so far are very, very powerful shots. There's a lot of speed coming off of those balls after, you know, when you see that shot come through on the net. But it is going to be, yeah, like we were saying, that 2-1 lead here now. You have Ottawa. Now you have to kind of look at the clock a little bit. I know it's only a one-goal game, but the clock is winding down. We are under a minute 40 here now before we can actually get anything going. So, yeah, your St. Clair Saints here now leading 2-1 still. Minute and a half remains. Let's see if you, Ottawa, can make an offensive play. If you're the Saints here, you just want to keep this out of your zone as much as possible.
I'm really liking the commitment from you, Ottawa, making sure you get that 50-50 with the Saints.
Ooh.
That's how you shut them down. And, I mean, look, they're getting the offensive pressure again, no boost, and trying to get something started, it's very difficult without boost. So, again, they're still looking very good, even though they're down by one. It's still anybody's game.
Yeah, so I do see you, Ottawa, actually contesting the goalie from St. Clair quite often, and that really does put a wrench in St. Clair's plans because these goalies are getting knocked away, and it could really provide an opening for you, Ottawa, an opening that St. Clair does not want to give them, especially considering the scoreline we're looking at right now. Very close goal there, but Comp on a huge save from Hexkey. Hexkey looking for his second goal of the game, and Jay now turning this one onto an offensive pressure, and Jay now running it back and trying to play this one from midfield. So there's only 40 seconds remaining here. You, Ottawa, you have to do something, and you have to do it very, very shortly. And I'm just very interested to see if this one's going to end in regulation, or we're going to see overtime.
You know, it's very possible to see overtime, and I mean, Spoots had a chance there, and Comp's going to keep the pressure going. But again, it's 50-50, and Ottawa wins. University of Ottawa does win that, and they're going to have a shot on goal here, but not that good. Trying to get in, and Claude puts it away to tie the game with 14 seconds left.
That just dribbled in. I am shocked that that goal went in here, Kermit. You see that one, and Comp was trying to defend it. He couldn't stick with the ball, and that's going to go in, as you were saying, you, Ottawa, tying this one with 14 seconds remaining. And now, fifth goal, probably going to end it all here, Kermit.
Yeah, this is, like I said, it's still anybody's game, and Ottawa looking for a goal, looking for a double tap, but Comp's there to make it not happen. And I mean, next goal wins. We're down to it. Still 1 second left, but that's gonna hit the ground in overtime. Here we come.
Yeah, I am hungry to see this overtime here come out between these two teams tonight. And, you know, it's awesome to see. I said in that pregame, you know, I'd love to see one-goal games, OTs, you know, a close series, a game 4, game 5, something like that. Right out of the gates, we see that, and this is what I am living for. Let's go. The St. Clair Saints now trying to turn this one onto an offensive play, but that is you, Ottawa, firing right back. And this last half of the game, you, Ottawa, has had amazing control.
Yeah, and I mean, it's all about how they're playing. Like, they're playing so much different from OCRS. I keep going back to that game because I've watched that, and we just recapped it before this game to watch how they play, and they play so much different, and they look so much better. So, again, they're going to have an opportunity here, and he misses the double touch. Saints trying to get something started. Comp almost gets a fleet reset, but off the post it goes. Dude,
that was so close. I thought that one was going in, but Hexkey gets a demo now. Jay Chan gets a shot. Comp there plays the defense with another rebound. Hexkey trying to find another. Hexkey's been on fire lately on both sides of the ball here tonight. But as of for now, it is going to be over a minute into the overtime here so far. And I mean, your St. Clair Saints are still just trying to nail one away. They have it in the offense. That might be it there, but a little bit wide. Comp going to lose the ball.
Man, the passing plays is only a matter of time before the Saints pulled them out, but just got denied a little bit wide, so I think we'll be seeing a little bit more of that in game number 2, but here's an opportunity. That's a great shot. That's going to be Comp with a save and another shot, but Comp again, not letting it drop down in front of the net. And man, University of Ottawa is giving Saints a run for their money.
100%. I could not agree with that statement anymore. And it is going to be the side of Jay finding a shot. And there's a rebound, but it's not going to go. I would be having a heart attack if I was you, Ottawa, right now. I know it's only preseason week 1, game 1. This is literally the first game of all of this semester starting. But it is giving me a heart attack. And there it is. That's it. Comp gonna run it back. He has 2 here throughout this game, so he really helps the Saints to a victory. And the Saints gonna take that one in a 3-2 fashion. But no downs for the side of Ottawa here right now. They came through absolutely firing here, and I was not anticipating that by any means. Very good matchup. Let's get it back. I am ready for game 2, but that is a massive game 1 for the Saints to take.
Absolutely. That was, I mean, you made it 2 minutes into overtime. I don't think you can ask for much more. That's, if you're University of Ottawa, you play like that again, and you keep the pressure on. It's just something that, I mean, that's, you put the pressure on and you contest everything that St. Clair does, and you win over half of those, and you gave yourself 2 goals by doing that. You keep doing that, it's going to result in a win.
Yeah, 100%. So I would definitely, after seeing that game, after seeing how this roster is playing right now, I'm definitely going to say I would not be shocked to see a game 4. See, you see Comp there, and you think they'd be fairly thrilled for winning in overtime. But no, I feel like they should have done done a little bit more, like played a little stronger there. I feel like that was a little bit, just them getting used to it. Comp's still saying hi to us over here, even though he's with the win. But yeah, I mean, overall, I felt like, if you're that St. Clair Saints roster, yes, you got the win, you're happy about it, but you shouldn't be ecstatic because there's a lot of things that Ottawa were able to do there to even force that overtime to begin with. Was a little scary for the Saints. So now we're going to see the side of Ottawa try to do it again here in game 2, but with being up in this series 1-0 is absolutely massive for the side of the St. Clair Saints.
Yeah, and I mean, as long as you keep pushing, as long as they keep playing like they have, change a little bit, making sure Saints doesn't get the opportunity to go off the wall, using their 4th player, as we say. I think they do have an honest chance of even taking this
100%.
game. And, again, this is going to be a close game. I'm going to expect overtime again, or maybe like a last 10-second goal. Yeah,
personally, if we see Ottawa having a better chance in the series, it's going to have to be to win this game, right? I mean, you do not want to be in a position where you have to reverse sweep. I say it every time. That's the biggest thing, is if you lose the first 2 games, you have such a task ahead of you, and Ottawa really not looking to do that. If they're going to find a game in this series, this is the one to do so. So yeah, we're getting started here now, but 30 seconds in, lots of demos. Spoods and Comp actually both find one. Comp finds another. This should realistically be an open net, but all these players are spawning back in. They're all back, and they're all back with a little bit of boost to their name. And Ottawa actually going to clear that ball on the Saints demos. So here we go. 45 seconds into this one, the Saints have done a lot of work here to try to give themselves an opening here, scoring-wise, and it just hasn't been able to come through yet.
Yeah, and I mean, that center was way too fast and was way too high. It was University of Ottawa almost gets the first goal of the game, and they need to start something. And after that demo, they are lucky to still be tied. All 3 players got demoed, and I mean, I think it's a 3-second respawn, so it's very tough. And another demo coming from Saints.
If that demo came a half a second earlier, that ball would have been a goal. But it's just not the case here tonight. And Spoods now looking to play the defense position. Once again, a little bit of a redirect from the side of Ottawa, but nothing major, and it's going to be wide. Wide and high, and so Comp now looking to play that one. Oh, dude, okay, I don't know, man. St. Clair is just apparently not happy with Ottawa for forcing OT last game. We have seen, I think that's like the 6th demo we have seen within the first minute and 40. I mean, that's absolutely crazy to see. I've never seen that here before in a Rocket League matchup. And one thing I do want to touch on real quick while we're in a bit of a slower pace midfield battle between these 2 teams is how important Summer Rocket League is to these rosters. Rocket League is one of those games where chemistry is literally can make or break a team, and with that, Comp finds a goal. There's a 1-0 lead for your St. Clair Saints. 2 minutes into this matchup, you have Ottawa once again trailing by 1, but they've been in this position all series long so far. I would not be surprised if they do answer back.
That was absolutely disgusting. Registered the flip reset. and faking it. I was thinking he was going for the flip reset, so him not doing that is just insane. And then 7th demo coming from Jay is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I just feel like it's almost like a taunt at this point a little bit, but doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, obviously demos help you come through and provide these scoring opportunities, so that is going to be the side of St. Clair here, still obviously with that 1-0 lead, as they did just put a goal in the net. But now it's about maintaining that lead. That's the big thing. You do not want to be in a position again where you're tied, because then you're like, okay, it's going to be overtime. As I say that, Comp finds a second. Hats off to Comp. I mean, quite literally, and if he gets one more goal here. But we're only halfway through this game. There's 2 goals for the Saints already on the board. I mean, you have Ottawa. They're putting up a good fight, but I think the Saints are getting a little bit more into rhythm here and getting a little bit more used to all of the setup they have around them here now, rather than being at home. So, hence that, I mean, once the St. Clair Saints get settled here in the nest at the St. Clair College, it's going to be really just, I mean, St. Clair just getting so used to it. Jay finds another one there. They're already used to it. They're already good. Jay's going to find another goal there. 3-0 here for the Saints. You, Ottawa, going to have a tough time here crawling back from this lead the Saints have built for themselves.
Yeah, and I mean, that's one, again, using the 4th player is just put away 2 goals for them. So it's just something. University of Ottawa definitely needs to change something. They need to be more aggressive. They need to contest more. As you see that, nobody was there. And even get some more demos, that was just barely wide of the net to give Saints almost a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, so 3-0 lead is what we got and what we're dealing with here right now. 2 minutes left on the clock. So UO, like, they can definitely come through and find, still a win here in this game. But the time is ticking, and I always say this, the clock is becoming of the essence. I mean, they do not have a lot of time to work with here anymore to find 3 goals. You got to find one about every 35 seconds. And so now the Saints are really just making this a tall task on U Ottawa. They're making U Ottawa really triple commit to the offense.
Yeah, and I mean, again, you don't know what to expect, because he registered a flip reset and he actually used it that time. But the other time he didn't and scored a goal, so University of Ottawa is just trying to learn Saints. And I mean, I think it's difficult to, because they can pull out any strategy and just turn anything. And NECC almost put that away, and they're going to get a shot on goal, and Claude's going to put University of Ottawa on the board.
Yeah, and that's huge here in this game. You know, there's still lots of time to work with here for you to come back and find 2 goals. I mean, I've seen crazier things happen here in Rocket League. So, you Ottawa now really looking to get things going here. A minute 12 is just not a crazy amount of time to work with. Definitely
not a lot of time. And I mean, it's something, though. It's enough time. You have 30 seconds, just over 30 seconds to score. Saints are going to get an opportunity here, and big save there by NECC, and gonna try and get some offensive pressure going. They definitely need a goal, like, now.
Yeah, I mean, they still got a decent bit of time here to work with, but yeah, I mean, 45 seconds, it's a lot of time, but it's not a lot at the same time. St. Clair Saints, if they find one more goal, I'm gonna say that's the nail in the coffin. But that St. Clair Saints at the same time right now are just keeping this one on the offense, which is going to make it even more difficult on U Ottawa. Now I'd say they have to find a goal literally in the next 10 seconds.
Yeah, I believe that was Jay gets a shot bar down, and oh man, that was close. And just as long as they keep it in the offensive zone, that's keeping University of Ottawa. Oh, that was close. Keeping University of Ottawa in not a scoring chance. So again, we're down to 10 seconds. It doesn't look good for University of Ottawa.
Yeah, I mean, there's really just no time to work with here at this point. You might find a goal here, and you exactly will. Unless you can find something 3 seconds off the kickoff, which is very rare. St. Clair Saints are going to come away with this one. However, you have Ottawa, what they really got to do here is, try to get that ball to go as high as you can in that face-off, and then just play off of it floating around in the air without touching the ground, because that's all your chance to work with. So with Jay taking that initial touch, Jay Chan could go huge here. Jay Chan could go massive. It's all about keeping this ball in the air. The Saints are just trying to knock this down and get it on the ground. That's not it there. That's it there. That is going to be game number 2 to your favor of St. Clair Saints, now leading 2-0 in the series, only needing one more to finish this one off.
Yeah, University of Ottawa didn't look as good as the first game, but again, Saints changed up the strategy there. So you have to relearn. It's almost like relearning an opponent. It's not the same as game 1. It's not going to be the same as game 2. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be as aggressive with so many demos. I think we've seen 8 demos in that game. So again, moving on, it's gonna be something.
Yeah, I mean, 8 demos is still just absolutely blowing my mind. I mean, that is such a crazy stat line. And, 2-0's the series. And that's exactly what I was saying pregame, though, is if you're from the side of Ottawa right now, it's losing that second game was the big one. That was the big one. Because now you're having to win 3 straight against a roster like St. Clair Gold. I know the top teams in Rocket League do not want to have to win 3 straight against St. Clair. I mean, like, you could literally ask the best team, the winner of CCA, if they would like to, if you could get 3 in a row on St. Clair or St. Gold, and they couldn't say it confidently.
No. It's definitely one of those things that, I mean, they're one of the best teams in Canada, if not the best team in Canada, and then you have top 3 and top 4 in these other leagues is absolutely tremendous, and you're versing these teams that are almost should be in the RLCS. And again, it's just something that, I mean, if you're a Saints fan, it's huge. You have so much to be happy about. And I mean, you have up and coming teams like University of Ottawa. I think that last year was their first year, so again, it's nothing to be ashamed of, but they're playing absolutely phenomenal, and you can't ask for anything different.
Yeah, as I was saying, just trying to get in last game before there was a goal being scored, Summer Rocket League helps so much. All these summer leagues that these players play in, this is a different Ottawa roster from what we saw 2 months ago, and that's the big thing here, right? These summer leagues, I feel like, are more about chem building, team building, getting your stuff organized and getting everything good to go. But yeah, it's going to be the St. Clair Saints still coming out pretty dominantly here in this matchup, but Ottawa definitely looking a lot stronger, and I can definitely tell Summer Rocket League definitely helped the Saints as well. But there's Claude finding a goal. Ottawa going to get the first one on the board. So this is the first lead they've had all series, and I just want to see what they can do with it. Can they carry on with this lead here moving forward, or is it going to be the Saints just answering back now that they're like, oh no, we're down for the first time this series, let's go extra hard. We're only time will tell, but as of for now, Ottawa, huge plays to get the first one on the board.
Yeah, and going back to that, I mean, if you're University of Ottawa, as we say that, Jay gets the nasty double touch, and nobody's there to make the save to tie this thing up.
I mean, that's the thing we were just talking about. Like, is St. Clair going to sit here and be like, oh, they just scored, we need to retaliate right away off of kickoff? That's exactly what we just saw, and the Saints are going to find the back of the net with that. So now we got a 1-1 score line. We got about 3.5 minutes here left on the clock for these teams to play. So lots of time to work with here, but we got a tie game. And, every single goal here going to count so much. And it's going to be your St. Clair Saints who are really looking for those goals aggressively now sitting in that Ottawa territory.
Yeah, and I'm another demo. Start kicking it off from last game. And, I mean, not as many so far. And I think they're changing their...
That was a great passing play. That was phenomenal. This is textbook passing plays. Spoods to Jay to Comp. And involving 3 players. It's like volleyball out here. The St. Clair Saints going to be up 2-1. 3 minutes remain on the clock. Lots of time to work with still for UO, but that second goal from the Saints is absolutely massive to them wanting to finishing this game off.
Yeah, and what I was saying is they're going to change up their strategy a bit, and then they get that nasty passing play, which we're used to seeing. And between Comp and Jay, and even Spoods get thrown in there, it's awesome to see all 3 of them get a point, but that was so close. And just no opportunity to put a 2-goal lead there. Nobody available. But again, another shot here, but a big save by Hexkey.
Yeah, and this is Ottawa actually getting a chance here now. Jay actually going to take it out. So I thought Ottawa had a little bit more possession over that ball in Saints territory, but it appears to be not. We're about halfway through this game here now, and it's going to be still that 2-1 scoreline. So this is the half of the game where Ottawa says, all right, guys, let's turn up. If we don't win this one here, we are out for good. So, let's make it worth it. Let's take a game on the previous OCRS winners.
Yeah, and I mean, if you can even pull off, if they can come back here, score, you have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. If you can come back, score a goal, tap the game, push it to overtime, and maybe...
That's massive.
And maybe even pull off a win. If you pull off a win, that's huge. And then who knows what happens after that. Maybe we see a game 5.
And
make game 4.
Jay, that was just such a dirty goal by Jay. I'm going to admit, he just snuck in there so sneaky-deaky-like. And look at him. He was just lurking for that goal. It's set up beautifully for him. It's just center. right where you want the ball. Huge credit is due to the player who passed that. Wasn't sure. I think it was Comp. But yeah, so huge credit to him for making that passing play. And it just was set right where it needed to be. St. Clair can advance that lead now to 3-1. And this just turned the dial from U Ottawa's stress level from 0 to 100 real quick.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, that's the difference between chemistry and having chemistry and not having chemistry is those passes. You can rely on your teammates. As Comp gets a demo and
Jay almost with the Hattie.
Jay almost carries it in as Claude trying to get a flick here, but not quite gonna happen. Gonna have another chance here, but contested there. And I mean, the offense right now from University of Ottawa, as I say that, Saints turn it around and puts the offensive pressure on.
Yeah, for sure. So here we go. That is going to be Comp looking to make the plays off the rebounds. Jay finds a shot, but it will not go, just slightly wide. A minute remaining on the clock, and you, Ottawa, you have 30 seconds to score a goal for each of your goals here now. And I mean, that is not a lot of time to work with, especially how good the Saints have been doing of keeping possession of the ball. And with Spoots even clearing that right now, like, this is valuable time. You cannot allow St. Clair to be clearing this ball like this. You simply do not have time for it right now on the clock. But the St. Clair Saints still going to be up here with this 3-1 lead. 40 seconds remaining. Time is just continuously ticking. And if they don't find a goal here in the next 15 seconds, I'm genuinely saying that this might be closing it down. But Comp with a high power shot going to go to on the U Ottawa net.
That was a quality shot and a big save there. That could have put the game away. And I mean, you have 10 seconds to score 2 goals. It's not a lot of time. You need something to happen. And 15 seconds, it doesn't look good for University of Ottawa.
Yeah, the time is just ticking down slowly but surely in a very similar situation to last game here. They're just trying to find a goal and maybe keep it up, but they're doing it again. Here we go again. All right, let's see if they can get the aerial play this time. That's what I'm... honestly, if they can get an aerial play here, I'll be happy for them. Because those are always the most interesting ones to see, you know? They're keeping the ball off the ground. They're fighting for it. They're battling for it. 20 seconds go by. It's just floating. It's like we're playing volleyball out here. And then next thing you know, a goal comes through and goes through. So let's see what happens. The ball's still up in the air. That's all the time we have left. This ball touches the ground, and the Saints win the series pretty much at this point in time. It touches the ground just before U Ottawa's net. Saints trying to get maybe another one on the board here to cap off the series nicely. But yeah, U Ottawa, they're going to fall 3-0 to your St. Clair Saints here. St. Clair just playing it very well. U Ottawa, though, really surprised me here in some of these matchups. Some of the plays they made, they are really looking stronger than what they looked like here in VOD not too long ago.
Yeah, I mean, what happened last time, I keep referencing that last game against in the OCRS, and, it's only been 1-goal games. They are good. They just, some opportunities couldn't come up, and unfortunately for University of Ottawa, they do take this loss. But again, it's only preseason and it's placement matches, so you have to have a lot of confidence saying, okay, we did get swept by them, but it's they were all 1-goal games and very close.
Yeah, they were all close. Yeah, credit's given where it's due. I mean, U Ottawa came out and they were making some plays, and it was nice to see. But overall, I think the Saints are adjusting to this new environment fairly well. I mean, you saw the first game a little shakier. We saw an OT. You saw some give up some goals that they might not usually give up. But now you see them answer back in those final 2 games, Game 2 and Game 3, and they just, every more minute they spend there longer, it seems as if they're getting more comfortable, and they're just continuing to do so here, and I'm very excited to see them advance through this preseason, hopefully coming out fairly well in that preseason, and then when we go into that regular season, I'm telling you, like, the chemistry in there, the momentum in there, the passion in there is going to be off the charts.
Oh, it's going to be in person is whole other. It's so much different than being online. So actually being there is absolutely insane. And I mean, if you're the Saints, you have so much to look forward to. Both squads, unfortunately, we don't get to see the green team tonight as the other team did forfeit. But again, it's one day we'll have both teams on the broadcast.
Yeah, so now just getting a few announcements out of the way here for you guys. Some of the things that happened in the St. Clair offseason. Lots been happening over the summer. We've been doing lots of new stuff. As you can see, the production looking a little different. And, you can see us both in person, as we've said that several times. But we have a new sponsor. And then I want to get a little bit announced here. Thank you and welcome to Crunchyroll, as they will be helping out with all Saints gaming needs. And, super excited to have a company of that size supporting us, and such a company that's loved by the esport community. Very excited to have them underneath us here moving forward. forward. As you can see, look at the bottom of the screen, and you can get a 14-day premium trial for free at crunchyroll.com/Saints. So don't miss out on the limited time offer there, or I guess it's probably not limited time, but don't miss out on the offer. And overall, I mean, hey, who doesn't want a free 14-day trial, you know?
That's absolutely insane. That's a massive company, and maybe some new people will get into anime or something. But again, on to the new merch. We got some new merch, new designs. They look so nice.
Oh, look at the scrim shirt. Look at the scrim shirt here. I mean, who Danners came up with that one. Chris
Absolutely.
and Danners are sitting there in the booth, and they're just like, oh, what meme can we put on a shirt here that's Saints relevant? But that's what we're gonna see. The scrim shirt looking nice there. You got the jacket, you got the new jersey. Now I'm in love personally with the crew neck there. I could totally see myself rocking that around campus here. And then the Saints classic style hoodie there over on the right. It's looking all clean, and you can get that at acquire.ca/Saints. Just very similar to the Crunchyroll link, but this time at acquire.ca. So yeah, Saints merch coming there. It's all on the Acquire store here now, and I'm sure you'll see lots of the St. Clair esports students, varsity players, and whatnot getting that all rocked on soon. So very excited to see that. And moving forward, I think we do have a couple other sponsors to give a quick little shout out to or whatnot for helping out the broadcast. So yeah, thank you to our sponsors. We got the screen up: Crunchyroll, Zekelman School of Business. You see all these just filter through here. But I know there's the SRC, St. Clair College, all of this. Yeah, and this. So thank you to your sponsors. They all knew who they are. St. Clair College Alumni Association. Now they're just rolling through here. I remember them all. But yeah, so it's absolutely huge. They do so much for our production side of things over here, and we just want to give one final thank you to just continue with our sponsors providing us with so much help over here at this Saints Gaming program. Literally wouldn't be able to do it without them. So very, very excited for that. And I don't know if we have a full schedule here moving forward. We do not have a full schedule here moving forward, as there's a lot going on. Semester's just starting. It is mayhem. But we also do have that merch giveaway, which is very, very big. It is over on our Twitter. I believe it's the pinned tweet. And the rules are very, very easy, right? I mean, it's a follow, a like, and a retweet. I mean, if you use Twitter, you can just hop on there and go do that. I mean, I know it's a great package there that you can get. One lucky winner I believe gets to pick one item from the shop, any item of their choice. And so very excited. I mean, they're giving back to the community. The Saints are like, okay, get in our apparel, guys. We got some new stuff. Let's see, get the public eye on it. So that's always nice to see. And then honestly, shout out to the NECC. I'm very excited to see them come through here tonight. I know we didn't get too much action from NECC throughout the summer, but we are here now, and I'm just so excited for school. You have no idea. I've been emphasizing it all night, and Saints win here 3-0. Just perfect way to start off the semester.
Yeah, and going back to that giveaway, I entered it trying to cop one of those jackets. Yep. So maybe I can sneak in a Gamer tag on the back or something, but.
Anyways, guys, we are probably going to be heading out of this one, and this is a great matchup and a win from the Saints. Nonetheless, 7 p.m. Stay tuned. I mean, we got Overwatch coming your way just momentarily, and I believe that is NECC. That is going to be NECC, and that's going to be a great one. I can't wait for that one. I'm going to be over here shadowing. We got Amanda on the mic for that one, and I'm going to be shadowing it, watching, hopefully getting on some Overwatch here later in the semester, but I'm very excited to get that one underway just shortly. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jackson DePry Brown, joined alongside Nicholas Kermit Malosh, and we're Saints Gaming. That was a Saints Rocket League win. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you all on the next one.